Okay, welcome to MMA Davao. And you know what? The success of every fighter is having a dependable team, and the success of a team is having a dependable coach. A coach where you could really depend on, especially during difficult times. And we are going to talk to the coach whose fighters made it on the top four of the virtual MMA shadowboxing competition. By the way, if this is your first time here, and if you're interested into martial arts, don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe so that every time we do post some videos or do some live, you will be notified. So let's get started. By the way, I'm Doc Vince, your host here in MMA Davao, where we share different topics, articles, videos about martial arts, both traditional and mixed martial arts. And our guest for this episode is the coach of Team Kafagway. Please help me welcome, he's no other than Coach Bryan Olod. Coach, kamusta?
Yes po, Doc. Magandang gabi po sa ating mga kababayan na nanonood ngayon, to our uh, friends out there in the other side of the world. So I probably it's morning right now, or probably it's evening. So anyway, we are so excited to be here, Doc Beats. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Now, Coach, can you tell us a little about yourself, a little background? How did you start as a martial artist?
Okay, I started my martial arts journey back when I was like maybe in elementary.
Mhm.
Kasi I have yung family kasi namin noon, yung family kasi namin, Doc, martial artist talaga. In fact, my dad was karate cast nung siya ay bata-bata pa noon.
Mhm.
And then dito nag-evolve yung siguro yung parang bloodline na kumbaga everybody should go into martial arts, no? And my cousins, actually, especially one of my cousins was actually my he was the instrumental na nag-join talaga ako sa martial arts back when I was in high school also. Way back in elementary, nag-start kami sa kickboxing kasi yun yung uso noon eh. And then
Mhm.
ng high school, kasi in high school merong program yung DepEd dati ng mga sports also. Open yung karate noon. So I joined in karate. So I earned my green belt in Shinshin Karate Do. And then when I went to college, doon ako open sa two sports which I really love today, which is Muay Thai and Wushu.
Mhm.
Uh, then, couple of fights in Muay Thai, and then sa Wushu naman, I do Wushu na yung tinatawag natin na Taolu. So during that time kasi when I was in Muay Thai, yung mahirap kasi, Doc, noon medyo napaaga yung injury natin eh.
Mhm.
Yes, but alam mo yung gusto mong ma-achieve sa sport na you want to represent the Philippines in other international competition na hindi ko nagawa competitively, pero nagawa naman ng mga nagawa ng brother ko
Mhm.
because he was then a part of the Philippine Muay Thai team. Nagawa ng mga cousins ko, so I'm happy for that even though hindi ko nagawa. Now, I built my own team, Team Kafagway also. So, I'm hoping na yung hindi ko nagawa personally, na itutulong ko na pwedeng ma-achieve ng mga players natin ngayon, Doc.
Now, ginawa mo yung Team Kafagway. What is the history behind Team Kafagway? And ano bang ibig sabihin ng Kafagway?
Kafagway, the word Kafagway is parang dito kasi sa atin sa Baguio and the rest of the Cordilleras, meron kaming word dito na kumbaga the word Kafagway, it came from two words. Actually, it's a Kalanguya or Ibaloy. It's two native words dito
Mhm.
sa Benguet, which means which means a wide open spaces which is full of trees. In fact, parang literally, para siyang forested area. It came from the root word paway, which means a place full of trees. Parang Kumbaga, nung unang panahon kasi, yung Cordilleras, especially, specifically Baguio City, before it became Baguio City, it was firstly Baguio, then but before Baguio, it was Kafagway. So, kumbaga, yung Baguio City, before natin na tinawag ito na Baguio City, ang unang tawag dito was actually the land of Kafagway, or a land
Oh.
trees were roaming around. Ang gandang ano. And then, ako naman, parang gusto kong ipakita na yung lugar natin dito sa Cordillera is home of warriors, you know. So, kitang-kita naman. So, gusto kong ipakita sa buong mundo na marami ring mga kabataan, marami ring mga fighters na it will come out of Kafagway or dito sa lugar natin, no?
Kailan nag-start ang Kafagway? Ang Team
Ah,
Kafagway?
I started this team way back 2014. 2014 when I was still teaching in one college here in the Cordilleras. I was teaching at the Cordillera Career Development College as a teacher kasi I'm a teacher by profession, Doc, no?
Mhm.
Nung una, I was teaching there as an English teacher. I'm an English teacher actually, kaya kung minsan yung mga kaibigan natin, kala nila I'm a PE teacher, pero actually, pag sinabi mong English, English teacher ka pala, parang gano'n, no? So, may mga nakita kasi ako mga players dati or mga bata dati, they're very into martial arts kasi may program ang school dati na yung tinatawag natin na varsity. So, they
Mhm.
want their studies while they are playing, or probably the sport will help them finish their studies. And actually, yun yung isang vision ko, no? This is not just martial arts, or it's not just a sport, but it will help you grow as a man, and of course, it may help you finish your studies and become professional and become something later on. Yun actually yung in-inculcate ko sa kanila. So, I started the team. Sabi ko, why not? Why don't we try MMA? Kasi 2014, nandyan na yung mga maraming team sa Baguio dati. Actually, kasi kaya nga parang baby pa itong team natin, Doc, eh.
Mhm.
Nandyan na yung mga kaibigan natin sa Team Lakay. Nandyan na yung mga ibang teams like Fight for MMA and others. So, they're booming already, Doc.
Right, right. Sinabi mo teacher, isang teacher din, di ba si Edward Fulayang?
Edward is actually a teacher, or was a teacher before going into MMA. But, you know, the funny part here, Doc, or actually yung maganda dito is that Edward is a friend of mine. In fact, when we were taking up, because before na nag-change ako ng course ko dati as a teacher or sa education, I was taking up criminology. So,
Either magpupulis ka o mag-military.
supposed to become, actually yun yung gusto ko noon, parang maging police or become a personnel, uniform personnel, no?
Mm.
And at that time, classmate ko dati si Brother Edward. Magka-black section kami sa criminology. Kaya before na nag-education yan, way back to year 2000, magka-classmate kami dati sa Baguio College's foundation, which is University of the Cordilleras right now. Magka-classmate kami dati, black section. So, doon ko rin siya nakita dati na he was very eager to finish his education through sport. Because as you know, alam naman natin yung story nila, parang from rags to riches din na kumbaga they finished their education through sports din. Ang nakakatuwa nga lang, I met him, I knew this guy personally. So talagang yung sa natin na very humble, totoo po yan. Ako po yung makakapagsabi or makakapagsabi talagang he's a very down-to-earth person.
Now, regarding Team Kafagway, where did you get your students? How did it started? Galing ba sa school or coming from friends or referrals?
Doc, the very first batch of my fighters, nung una, they are all students in one university or one college. Galing sila lahat sa CCDC. And sabi ko sa sarili ko, I'm not an MMA fighter because ang background ko, stand-up kasi, Doc, eh.
Striker ka, no?
Yes po. And then pero yung nakita ko yung mga estudyante ko noon, they are really parang nagbo-boom ko talaga. Ang lakas kasi ng MMA dito sa Cordilleras. And lahat ng mga estudyante natin sinasabi, "Sir, why don't we try to compete here? Bakit hindi natin subukan ang daming mga events?" So sabi ko, "Sige nga, why don't we try?" So let's train. Ang ginawa ko, Doc, I have one student na magaling sa wrestling, and I have one student na they're also good on the ground game. So I told them, okay, I cannot teach you everything because totoo naman, but I can teach you what I know. Then let's help each other. Let's teach each other. Ganun po yung nangyari sa amin. And one thing na I'm very glad about it is that they're very persistent and they're very disciplined. Pero as time goes by, yung iba nagsi-graduate na, here comes the other batch na nung nakikita na oh, we have another team here in Baguio, we have Team Kafagway. So medyo nakikilala. So we have other teams coming up or other students, not from my school mismo, pero sa labas na. In fact, they are now my students right now na sabi ko, okay, kahit na hindi kayo taga rito sa school natin, let's build a gym. Kaya gumawa na lang ako ng gym outside para mag-train kahit na para lahat open for everybody.
Ngayon, yung MMA per se, when was that? Kailan talaga nagpasok sa MMA ang Team Kafagway? Kasi mention mo na you have your students trying to encourage you to go into MMA. What year was that?
The first time we competed in MMA, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, back in 2014, late 2014 or early 2015, because pero before that kasi, prior to that, may mga events na kaming sinasalihan doon na kickboxing, yun yung sinasalihan namin dati. Pero may mga nag-i-invite sa amin, oh baka may mga fighters kayo dyan, kahit mga beginners for MMA, they wanna try, sabi nilang ganyan. So sabi ko, why not, no? Subukan nga natin, sabi ko sa kanila. So doon nag-evolve. We had our first fight. I have my first fighter noon. And it was very, very parang yung moment na parang hindi ka makapaniwala na kaya pala namin makipagsabayan. Kasi they won their matches. And as a coach, sabi ko, wow, we can move forward with this one. Sige nga, sabi ko sa kanila. So doon na nagtuloy-tuloy na, Doc, hanggang ngayon actually.
I'm sure you are very active on different martial arts organizations. And what are other associations or affiliations you are currently with?
Right now, I am with the Samahang Kickboxing ng Pilipinas. It is the National Sports Association of Kickboxing, no? It is headed.
Okay.
But I work with the Muay Thai Association of the Philippines, one of their national technical official. Pero I'm kasi ngayon sa kickboxing. I still work with MAP. I still work with MAP as their technical official also. Kung may mga events naman sila at tayo ay ni-invite na to help as an officiating official, I say yes naman as long as if time permits, no? Pero sa ngayon kasi, I'm more focused into kickboxing because my commitment right now is in kickboxing because it's a new sport. It's not really a new sport, but yung NSA natin, parang it's on the process of still building its kumbaga para mas stable siya, so kailangan ng tulong. So I offered my help. One of my friend actually taga Mindanao din, no? I'm sure you know her, Mama Barothy.
Oh, si ba? Si Rose.
Kasama kasi kami dati, Doc, sa MAP. And then sabi niya, tulungan nga natin yung kickboxing kasi it's also a sport na our MMA fighters can start with. Sabi ko, why not? So sa ngayon po, Doc, I am the chairperson of the ring sports of kickboxing. Kaya nandun po. And then of course for Wushu, I also help Wushu kasi nga nasa DepEd tayo. Ang Wushu DepEd event. So we need the grassroots development. Kailangan niya.
Right.
I really oppose yung bill na sinabi na we have to ban minors. But I'm so glad.
10526, 10256 House Bill. The next question would be, kamusta ang situation ngayon dyan? Especially we have this kind of pandemic thing. So, what's going on with the gym? What's going on with your school and your fighters?
Right now, Doc, actually, yung mga fighters natin, I told them to train on their own muna. Kasi Saka yung gym ko dati kasi, what I did with my gyms that 2 years ago, I shut it down muna because I want to focus on parang school-based. So sabi ko sa kanila, kasi almost all
Oh.
college. Ang kagandahan kasi dito sa Baguio and the rest of the Cordilleras na mga colleges here sa amin, they're offering scholarship for combat sports, which is very, very good. Kaya nga, sabi ko sa kanila, okay. So, ako, especially na medyo malayo sa lugar natin ngayon kasi I'm parang nasa outskirt kasi ako ng Baguio ngayon yung Sablan, Benguet, no?
Mm.
So, you train on your own muna sa ngayon because of the pandemic. Pero, when pag nagsimula ng siguro yung face-to-face natin, we could look for another place again and then we could train. Pero from time to time, we meet naman with our own schedule sa Burnham Park, the Baguio Athletic Bowl. So there's an open area naman we could train and we could meet.